even functions and stuff that they do here in RL. Like if there's drinking that involved, I'm like hesitant of going. I was in that Red Sea, bro, and I was supporting Tonga. Bro, I was supporting Tonga harder, bro. I had face pain. You know, when they lost, I actually cried a bit, bro. So I had a little tear in my eye, and I was like, oh man, like I wish they won that game. But whilst being in the game of footy, you know, I want to represent that black jersey and represent my home.
Welcome back to the Mayday podcast. I'm your host, Terrell May, and today we're joined by a player whose journey embodies the modern Pacific Rugby League story. At 23 years, he's become a cornerstone of the Sydney Roosters pack. From working class Auckland roots to representing the Kiwis, this is Naufahu Whyte. Welcome to the show, Fahu.
I appreciate it, so.
Up to darks.
My man.
All right, everyone calls you Fahu.
Yeah.
Paint a picture from day to day in Auckland.
Oh man, it was pretty grateful. Me and my family, obviously I had my mom, my dad. Yeah, we didn't have much growing up. I guess that's how it is with all the Polynesian families. They don't really grow up with much, but my family always made sure we had plenty, and just the hard work and sacrifices that they did for us to be here today is something I'm really grateful for. But for me, growing up was pretty simple, man. Just family time, just training, schoolwork, man, and I was really heavy in my school back then, and I always had that mindset of academic is always something I could fall back on if footy didn't really work out. So that was pretty much it. So it was just wake up, eat, train, school, come back home, repeat, man. So it was pretty simple, bro.
What about siblings? Are you the oldest?
Second oldest. So I got an older brother, then a younger brother, and then a younger sister. Yeah. So I'm in the second oldest there, bro, and my older brother, he's in the Air Force, so he's in the Navy, and my two little siblings are still in school, but they got a bright future ahead and whatever they choose to do. So.
Oh, Tongan, the Goggins. Shout out Tongan Goggins, lad. Most people don't know what your nashos are, so like go into your nashos because people just think you're Tongan, but
I'm actually half, bro. So I'm half Tongan. I get slipped on a lot on my Samoan side, but I'm actually half Samoan, and I'm proud Samoan as well. And then obviously I'm Kiwi there. I'm not Māori or anything, but I was just born and raised in New Zealand. So proud Tongan, proud Samoan, and also proud Kiwi.
Your dad's on the tools. Yeah. Your mum's a nurse.
Yeah.
How did that shape you as a person growing up?
I would never understand the sacrifices that they had to go through to get me here today. Yeah, it was really tough. I saw my old man go to work every morning, early as hours, and come back late at night. And my mom used to do night shifts, so she used to be out the door by 10 o'clock, and I would see her in the morning, getting ready for school and stuff. So yeah, like me now having kids of my own, having to provide for them, I just give my parents a lot of respect, man. Just we got the opportunity now, and a greater environment to work with, but back then they didn't really have much. But to see where they work from and where they're at now, and what they provided for us is something I'm really grateful for, man. And yeah, like definitely for myself, I knew I wouldn't be here today without them. And it's tough, and just the hard work they put in into our family every day is something I carry on myself, and I do the same for my own little family. So I'm very grateful to have hardworking parents like I do. And like I said, man, I wouldn't be here today without them, and I definitely carry a lot of traits and values that they carry in their lives and my own. So.
Yeah, I was about to say that because I met your dad a couple of times. Very quiet, humble, hardworking man. I've never met your mum, but you can just tell like the way your family values are. You can tell it's driven down from the top. So
definitely, man. Just we don't really say much as a family, but we kind of let our actions and stuff do the talking. And like my parents, they always found a way, no matter how hard it was, to put food on the table, clothes on our back, and a roof over our heads. So
shout out to your parents, bro. Bro, most people ask me a lot about you, Like boys are always very like curious about you because they don't really know you, but we obviously were close, our Roosters, roomies, and played like bears together, and then came up in the system together. But yeah, they always ask me like, how's that Fahu guy? And I always say the same. Like he's very quiet, very humble kid, bro. Like like very just to himself. But like once you know him, like you'll be tight with him. But like your personality is very the same still to this day, bro. Very quiet, very humble. So yeah, it's mad to see, bro. And then obviously killing it. So people like, I don't know. People, I think they got it twisted. Like they think you're staunch in that because on the field, you're not staunch. You're just like on the field because you're such a like physical player and a presence. I think that's what comes off that staunch like vibe. But yeah, when people like get to know you, bro, it's completely different.
I guess they just look at us from an outside point of view and be like, oh, bro, this guy's probably like a act hard sort of dude, or he probably just likes bashing people and stuff, bro. But like, you know, like the game we play, bro, that's how you have to be, especially if you're front row, you're middle, you know, you kind of lay the platform for your team to carry on through. But yeah, for myself, man, I'm simple, bro. I'm a quiet dude. I'm chill. I'm happy. I like vibing with people, man. So, yeah, if you think like that about me, then that's all good. But yeah, like a person in general, man, I'm humble. I'm quiet. You know, if like Teammate said, we were close back at the Roosters. So, yeah, I really got to know Teammate proper, and he got to know me properly. And yeah, like, bro, it's a connection, and it's a tight bond that we have. And yeah, you know me as a person, man. I'm pretty kicked back. So.
Yes, sir. When you think about your upbringing, what stands out the most to you? Moments or anything, lessons?
Probably lessons, Probably lessons. No, I obviously had a few growing up, and you know, my family, we went through a lot. We went through a lot growing up. It wasn't the easiest journey for us, and yeah, we obviously learned our lessons there. We came clean, and yeah. To where we are now is a journey. And what I learned back then, one thing my old man used to always tell me was just to be grateful for what I have. You know, sometimes as a young kid coming up with footy and stuff, I always thought about, you know, ahead and you know, wanting to buy a house and wanting to provide for my family, and so early. But you know, just being in a moment and being present with what I have, and being grateful with what I have. You know, not everyone out there is you know, fortunate with the opportunity to have the things that we have in our life to this day. But yeah, just being grateful for what I have. You know, obviously love and respect my family and my elders, and yeah, it's values I carry to this day. You know, even though I'm a footy player, still don't get paid much, but
no, wait till next year. Yeah.
But you know, with like where I used to be, and you know, obviously from where my family used to be, but to, you know, like, compared to where I'm at now, you know, I'm still really grateful with what I have. You know, I still just want to give back to my family one day if I'm able to do so. And yeah, that would be a dream come true for me. But yeah, just being grateful for what I have, man. And you know, I see a lot of people out there with not much, and yeah, not really fortunate, bro.
When footy's not on, how do you balance your lifestyle?
Yeah, nah. So I got a little family of my own. My beautiful partner Hope, my beautiful kids Atalia and Luani. Yeah, they kind of keep me on my toes. And yeah, moving here at a very young age, you know, I kind of had to find my feet early. You know, I didn't have my parents anymore, so I kind of had to be my own man and grow up quickly. And you know, I had to go through that journey. And then when I had my little family, it's allowed me to have my family to fall back on. You know, my beautiful partner holds it down at home, and it's something I'm really grateful for, especially as a footy player. You know, there's days you come home late, and you know, you just want to rest and you want to sleep, and you know, your partner's been there throughout the day, you know, just looking after your kids. And you know, it's very grateful to have someone like her. And you know, my beautiful kids, they just keep me happy and on my toes, man. So you know, I wouldn't change it for a thing. And yeah, that's pretty much my life, bro. Outside footy, I don't do golf, I don't do fishing, I don't do all those other things that, you know, boys really get up to. I'm more family man, so I'm family orientated there. And you know, when I have time off, it's straight back to them. It's straight back to my beautiful family, and spending time with them, and you know, just going out places, taking the kids out. You know, seeing my family happy, smile every day, and me providing for them is all I can ask for, bro. So that's pretty much me outside of footy.
Yeah, 100%. Because most people probably, like, on their days off try to find like activities and that kind of stuff. But I know what you are. I know you're always family orientated, and your kids come first, your partner, and that kind of stuff. But it would be hard for you because most people don't know you actually live out west now, eh?
Yeah. So I used to stay out of Matraville, out Eastways. I used to stay in a little apartment there, bro, and it was expensive. But that's all I could have. I find at the time for me and my beautiful partner. And then yeah, once my daughter came, yeah, like I knew I needed a bigger space, and you know, looking for bigger space out Eastways wasn't in budget range. But yeah, I saw this place out Parramatta, and it looked nice, bro, and I just made the move straight away. So it's perfect now. And you know, my little girl's older now, running around, and my son's here, so that's like plenty of space now, bro. And especially when I also have family coming over to watch games and stuff. You know, back then oh man, all my family used to come. We used to squeeze them in one room, or some people would be sleeping in the lounge or the kitchen, bro. So it was like, like we always found a way to make them more fit. But having a bigger space and moving out these ways was definitely a choice that I'm grateful that I made, bro. So yeah, very thankful, man.
Nah, but I feel like those are the best times when you got all your family like sleeping in the lounge and kitchen. Bro, it brings so much childhood memories.
Nah,
like,
that's
as an islander family,
nah.
Once you're with all your cousins and all that.
Just sleeping at Nana's house. Just like head to toe, everyone's all over. You're sleeping next to someone's feet or whatever, bro, on top of each other. And it's just, yeah, those were the vibes back then. I remember back then with all my family back at my Nana's place in the lounge, man. So, yeah, like just having that now, it just all brings back memories, bro. And it's like memories you won't forget. So.
At Kelston, you were midfield back.
Yeah.
Then you switched over to footy. What happened there with the transition?
So growing up, throughout my early on in my career and throughout school, I was playing union. So I grew up playing union and I was playing midfield at 12, 13. And even when I was playing league back in New Zealand, I was playing centre, bro. So, so I was playing outside back. And when I tell people the story these days, they're like, nah, like you're joking or you're taking the piss. And I was like, nah, actually, it's like I used to play midfield. I play centre, I play outside back then. And yeah, so I got picked up. I got picked up in a league tournament back at home. I was playing union for school there. I went on a scholarship to go play at Kelston, and then the only time I could play league was during representative. So I got picked up from Roosters there, and I came here for SG ball game, and they gave me the prop jersey, and I was like, oh, like I don't know if this is the right jersey for me to play, bro. And I was rattled, and I told them, I was like, oh, no, I'm usually play centre. And they're like, nah, like they looked at me and they're like, nah, you're playing prop. And I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. So I was doing like kickoff carries and all that stuff, bro. I was all new to it. And I remember my first game here, bro, I couldn't keep up at all, man. Like I was getting blitzed. I was getting wasn't even making the line, bro, and all that stuff. So, but just that transition from, the differences and this footy in New Zealand to Australia and transitioning to NRL is a big difference. And but like also for myself, I was still very grateful I came through the New Zealand grassroots, and yeah, just looking back at it now and looking to where I am today is grateful, is special for me. So
who picked you up? Like, was there like a recruitment manager at NZ like for Roosters, or
we had a guy named Fitahala. He's a family friend of ours, and he's still a family friend of us till this day. And he kind of saw me and he spoke to the Roosters for me, and they accepted me, and so I moved over there for SG ball, and the rest was just all progress and hard work, man. So if it wasn't for him and also Adam Hardigan,
shout out Hardy, right?
If it wasn't for them two, man, I wouldn't be here today. So they were the ones that kind of started the process for me, and I just did the hard work in between, and now I'm here, man. So
that's hectic. Leaving Auckland as a young teenager, how was that in the change of environments?
Yeah, I was never away from my family ever for something so big, or let alone move across to another country, leaving them behind. But it was it was an experience that I hated at the time, but experience I look back on, and something I'm really grateful for. And like I said, I had to grow up quick. Man. So yeah, I had no one here at the time. I was very fortunate that I had family friends that came over. So I had boys that I used to play rugby with, and they were like brothers to me. I grew up playing with them for a very long time, and we all just moved in the house together. We all picked up from Roosters, so we all in the house together, and we had was it Marla, Lani. We had Big Tuku there and all the boys, so it was good. It was good to grow up with them. They made it quite easy, because it's boys that you grew up with and you knew for a really long time. So they made it quite easy. But for myself personally, just transitioning to that role of being a man, I really had to step up and do my own washing, cook my own food, like all that stuff. You let your mom do back at home. But I was really grateful for the experience and journey, because I know for sure that. If I didn't go down that path, I wouldn't be here today or be the man I am today. I definitely, learned a lot of lessons along the way, and it's definitely made me a better man, especially now that I have my little family. So,
because like you said, you're really family-based, orientated. So for like any young teenager to move across without their family, especially like someone like you, knowing that, like struggles. For me personally, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
But like heaps of boys do it, eh? Like,
yeah, nah, bro, it's crazy and it's crazy, like, you know, being sad, but it's crazy about amount of boys that actually do it and then they get homesick and go home and then they don't finish the journey. So, yeah, I know for me, there was plenty of times I like sat alone in my room and I was thinking like, oh man, like, is this what I really wanted, or like, should I just go home and be comfortable with the life that I'm living? But you know, like, I had to dig deep there and think about the bigger picture and know that everything was gonna come through for me. And you know, God obviously made a way for me, man. And you know, despite the what we go through, the challenges and stuff, there's always gonna be a way to prevail, man. So yeah, like I said, very grateful for the journey. It was a tough one, man, but like, you know, just to be here today and look back on it is something that I'm very grateful happened in my life so early.
So you moved over when you're what age?
17.
17. But weren't you the, like what is it called? When you're like a leader. Weren't you a leader?
I was like prefect.
Yeah. Weren't you one of those?
Yeah, nah. So I took school, like I was pretty good at school, if I was to be honest. Like I was smart, man. And yeah, like my old man out of everyone, he used to push me a lot in my schooling. He obviously didn't come from much, and he obviously didn't finish the schooling there, but you know, he obviously put that on us kids, and especially me being one of the eldest, you know, I had to make a way for my siblings there. And yeah, it was crazy. Like I had to read books every night, bro. I had to do my homework. I had to go sleep a certain time. It was like I couldn't even play games on the weekend, bro. So like only like Saturday after my game or something was the only time I could play a game, and then come Sunday night everything was off. So yeah, he was pretty tough on me there, and I was pretty good in school. So yeah, it was crazy just knowing that I was like knowing that I was the type of person. But yeah, like my dad pushing me in schooling and everything, it was good for myself. Obviously benefited me a lot, and you know, I definitely got stuff I can fall back on after school. So or after school, after footy. So yeah, footy's not always everything, man. It doesn't always work out. But, you know, at least I have something to fall back on afterwards.
Any boys you want to give a shout out to from Kelston?
I'll give a shout out to my main boys, Tino, and Junior. And you know, there's a lot of boys out there, Junior, Maxwell, all those boys, Ray. Those are boys I used to grow up with. So and even outside of school, there were boys I used to like. They used to come around my house a lot and all that stuff. So it was good to hang around with them. And yeah, it was they're childhood friends, and they're still friends for me to this day.
Debuting at 19 years old at some court, what was that like for you?
Yeah, we were going through COVID then. So yeah, everything was all over the place, and we only had like a limited amount of players. And I remember one time we were training, and then yeah, Robert just pulled me over and he was like, "Oh, are you ready, mate?" And I was like, "Oh yeah. I'm always ready, man. I'm born ready." And he gave the boys in the huddle the shout out, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, well, Fahu's playing this week." And yeah, from that point on, it was crazy, man. Like just I remember speaking to Gussie after the game, and I was just telling him like how crazy it felt out there. It felt like I was in a video game, bro. Like I was telling him, it just the atmosphere and everything was so crazy and surreal, man. And you know, I only played like 10 minutes, bro. I thought I was gonna play I thought I was gonna play solid minutes there, but bro, honestly, after the first 5 minutes, I was blowing. I was already looking to the sideline for interchange. But I guess that's how it is for first game. And yeah, like my adrenaline and everything was all over the shop. But yeah, once we came off the field, everything just felt so unreal, man. And it felt like I didn't even play. And I got to call my family and my partner and stuff, and just like tell them like how happy I was and the experience that I experienced. So yeah, definitely grateful for that journey. And then yeah, came the following years, and it wasn't so great for myself. I went on to 2022, and yeah, I didn't really have the greatest year. And yeah, it's something that, you know, I still think about this to this day, and still motivates me to never be in a position like that again. But you know, I always hold myself accountable, and yeah, looking back at that journey throughout the years, and to be here today is a blessing, man. So I give it all to God.
2022, that's when I first came to the club. I remember that year.
Yeah, you remember that year, bro. So
you didn't even play one game, eh?
Nah.
Then they dropped you to Flag.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, you know how it was, bro, for me. And you know, obviously coming off a debut year, you're like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna get to play more games and stuff. And then obviously you came, bro, and you ran amok and stuff. So it's credit to you, brother, and what you did, bro. And to be honest, bro, it only motivated me, you know, to push myself and be better. And you know, I guess I came into 2022 kind of feeling comfortable, you know what I mean? And just thinking like, oh, I already did make my debut and now like everything's gonna roll for me. And like I'm really happy I had that backtrack in the 2022. And you know, like I told you, it plays the back of my mind to never be in that position again. And you know, definitely just progressed from that year, and to be playing the footy I am now is something I'm very grateful for. But I know for sure that if I didn't have that back in 2022, like I wouldn't be the player I am today or have the mindset that I kind of do. So yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Even in 2023, we started together. Like,
yeah.
And then you got dropped.
Yeah,
and then I stayed. And then I got dropped, and you took my spot. And
yeah.
then you got injured, and I took your spot. And then, yeah. Right, 2023 was...
I guess that's what makes us close, bro. So, you know, like, if one of us wasn't playing, the other person was playing. Right? So, like, and, like, if one spot was meant to be taken, like, we'll just switch roles, man. So it was crazy. And then, yeah, but, like, and then also to come through that, and then, you know, just to be roomies together for most of 2024 and stuff, bro, it was cool, man. So, yeah, like I still remember the day that back in 2022, and Robbo came and spoke to us, bro. And he spoke to me and Tooks, and he was just being straight up honest, just saying like, you know, teammates here, he's doing a job, and he's taking your guys' spots. And like I was just like, oh, now was no disrespect to you or anything, but like, you know, I was just like, man, like I need to push myself, bro. Like I need to step up and do something about what's happening on with my career and life right now. So yeah, like I said, from that point on, man, everything just changed and switched for myself. And yeah, it was crazy. In 2023 we were like playing together, starting, and then all of a sudden I'm playing cup and you're still playing, and then all of a sudden they did the jersey switch. And I was like,
explain that story, because that story is crazy.
the Anzac one.
Explain that, bro.
Yeah, so we were on team meeting for Anzac Day, and we used to know Anzac Day for Roosters and Dragons is a big game, almost grand final like. And yeah, we were sitting in the meeting, and Robbo tells everyone to put up their hand if it's their first time playing. So yeah, teammate puts up his hand there, and coach is like, oh yeah, teammate, how do you feel about this Anzac Day? And teammate's just giving his vibe there, and he was just saying like, oh yeah, very excited. Always want to play in this. And then after that, it was crazy. Everyone's like, oh yeah, teammates playing. And then we came into training, and the two teams usually get split up. So the main 17 will wear white or whatever, and the other boys that are not playing, cup boys will wear the blue jersey. And it was crazy. I remember I was training in the blue and Timmy was on the white, and then all of a sudden Robbo comes and touches me, and he's like, go put on a white jersey. I was like, what? Bro, and I look over to the side, I see Timmy having a chat with Robbo, bro, and we just changed jerseys, and it was just like, it was just crazy. And I was just like, inside my head, I was like, bro, did he really just change us in the middle of the session? And it was crazy because all the boys were there too, and they just see us switching jerseys and swapping sides. And that's the worst when you go to the huddle and everyone's like, gee, what happened to you? What happened to you? Just like, oh, nothing.
That was the most embarrassing moment I've ever had, like footy-wise, eh? Like, remember, because I got named in the 17.
Yeah.
And then that's when we had the meeting, and it was me and Egan's first time playing.
Wow.
Then we put our hands up. Then yeah, we spoke, and then got on the field, done the whole warm up, done the whole first drill, and then I get tapped on the shoulder. Yo, you're changing jerseys, and I was like, oh. And then, bro, I was just like, bro, that's the most embarrassing. And then obviously, me and Robbo had a bit of a clash, and then I didn't get named for the next 10 weeks or something. And then you got injured, remember?
I got injured,
yeah. You got injured. This guy got injured, and then Robert came up to me. He's like, "Oh, you're playing next week." Bro, I didn't get named for like 10 weeks, lad, at all. And then, that's when my kind of journey took off, because that final series and that, and then obviously you came back, and then me and Fletch were playing like really good.
Yeah.
Then 2024. That's when we both popped off. But you weren't playing the big minutes at all. But yeah, you were popping off. And to be honest, I always knew you were gonna be like the main dude. Like even before like the season, like when I got told I was leaving, I knew it straight away. I was like, bro, watch, like this guy's gonna pop off. He's gonna be one of the top props in the game. And then next minute, well, the boys were telling me, gee, Fahu's the new guy here, G. And I was like, bro, I told you, G.
Nah, it was just crazy, bro. Because I remember that day when I like called you.
Yeah,
after
you
that
called
call,
me,
and I was like, gee, what happened? He's like, gee, I just got a call, man, and like I'm off, and I was like, bro, what the, like I was just, I was buzzing there, bro, and obviously the footy you were playing last year, and the player you were coming into, and I was like I thought like how you thought about me, that's what I thought about you, and I was like, oh, that team is gonna be the next big thing and big dog of our pack, bro. Especially when after Jazza left, and then when I saw that you guys were all living together, I was like, oh, frick. So like, yeah, like if we were to be honest, bro, like like I feel like it's a blessing in disguise for both of us.
100%.
Like look at you now, bro, running on mark, one of the top props in the game, and you're doing it for the Tigers, and like you Jazz and that leaving, kind of created that opportunity for me to take with both hands, and like it was sad that we had to split up, bro, and my roomie had to go, but to see us both prosper in different teams, but it's a different team, but still the same goal, bro. So to see us both doing well, man, is always meant to be. So it was God's plan.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Even this year, like I was trying to get you to come to Tigers. I was trying to get this guy to come to Tigers, bro. I was like, Doc, you live in Auburn still? Come, Tigers is close. And now he's like, oh, nah, stay loyal. And then next minute, signed the 3-year deal. I was like, oh, yo, all good, Docs, you go. But yeah, you can tell, like, the way the boys look at you now. It's crazy. Even the league, like, bruh, highly respected, G. But it's just shit go the way he's went out. But yeah. God's plan also.
Hey,
yeah,
that's 100. That's it. Hopefully
perfect planner.
Better next year, man. So
yeah, with Tongan heritage and Samoan heritage, but choosing to play for New Zealand.
Yeah,
also go there.
Obviously my dad's proud Tongan there, and my mum's proud Samoan. I'm a proud Islander kid myself. I'm a proud Polynesian, and I'm known as a Polynesian kid, and I carry the Tongan flag and Samoan flag with me wherever I go. But New Zealand is where I was born. It's my heart, and New Zealand gave me the opportunity to be here today. It gave my parents the opportunity to be where they are today and to be able to provide a way. So if you're looking at it from outside point of view, if it wasn't for New Zealand itself, I don't think my parents would have been here today. I don't even think I would be made or be here today. So, they gave my family a life, and we just made the best of the opportunity that we had. And that's why I want to play for New Zealand. It's my home. It's where my childhood was. It's where everything started for me, my life in footy and family and everything. So it's always a tough choice when it comes to representing family, your parents. I obviously do want to do that one day. Whether it be putting on the red jersey, the blue jersey, or putting on both. But for my time being, and whilst being in the game of footy, I want to represent that black jersey and represent my home. And like I said, even though I wear that black jersey inside, I still carry that red and Samoan flag with me. So
100. I remember I was trying to tell you to come play for Samoa, and you were like, yo, and then you got chose for NZ, and I knew you'll prosper in the international game. Ended up killing it. But you know what always cracks me up, G? My debut for Samoa when we were doing the haka. And I was looking at you and Joey, and I started laughing while you were doing haka, and you were doing the haka and started laughing. I was like, oh.
I still remember, bro. One thing about your teammate, bro, if you're doing a haka, but you don't look at it, bro, you look at all the other boys. But I remember looking at teammate, and I saw him laughing, and I was like, oh, bro, like I don't know if I can take this haka serious. And I just started looking around for someone else, bro. And I remember even talking to Manax after. He's like, gee, did you see teammate? And I was like, yo, he's cracking up. I was like, frick this guy, man. This guy is just crack up, dude.
Hey, no disrespect. I wasn't disrespecting the haka. I just can't take anything serious, and I wanted to try and make these boys laugh, and I made them laugh. So yeah, that was my goal, and that was just, bro, I still remember that. That was funny, bro.
It's just funny sometimes because you have boys you grew up with and stuff, and you're like together in the team, and you're just so used to them like mocking and stuff. So you like see them as that image, and but then when you see them so serious, you're like, hey,
that's what made me laugh, because you and Joey are like never serious, and then like doing the haka, he's a full like serious. I was like, oh, gee, what are you up to? Cracking me up, man. I was like, wow. That's crack
just
up.
don't look at you this year. I'm just gonna be looking at the crowd here, like, oh, sweet.
Playing Tonga amounts, but family in the stands. What did that feel like?
That was a dream come true. I always wanted to play, back at home, but at an international level. I got the opportunity to play in front of them this year for Roosters, and that was also a great feeling, bro. But to be wearing the black jersey and playing in front of them, it just felt like it just felt like one of the greatest things ever, and it's something I dreamt about my whole life as a kid. Just having all my family in the crowd, and I actually had everyone there, like everyone of my family that I wanted in the crowd, and they were all there. And it was something I really was really grateful for. I wasn't able to get my partner and kids there, which was the only downside of it. But I had everyone else there, and obviously my partner and kids were supporting from afar, and that was one of the best feelings ever. I know we didn't come away with a win, but for me it felt like a win. You know, felt like I won having my family there, and I still remember that game. I still remember that game clear as day. Just the run out, the warm up, the haka, the everything, and just looking around and seeing them there, and it's something I'll never forget, and it's something I'm obviously keen to get done again this year. So both our games will be back in Auckland. So I know they'll be out in the crowds, filling it up and supporting me.
Both the games in Auckland.
So we play you guys at Mount Smart.
First week, eh?
First week,
yeah.
And then you guys play Tonga and Sanko.
Yeah.
And then we play Tonga
and then you have a week off.
Yeah, we did have the week off. And then we play them at Eden Park. And then back at Combank.
Oh, yeah. For the finals, the top two, Oh, yo. Damn, I wonder how that's going to be, lad. I wonder what it's going to be filled with. Was it, when you played, was it heaps of Tongan fans or?
Yeah, nah. Bro, Tonga basically owns Mount Smart. Bro, they basically own Mount Smart.
They're the owners.
They're the proper owners, dude. Nah, bro. Like I remember running out there and seeing no black at all. Like it was just red flags. It was just a Red Sea, like they say, man. And it's a privilege to play in that environment. Under the Red Sea and all the supporters, and it's crazy. Just I remember, and it was crazy. There's a story, bro. I remember watching. So when they played England, I think it was in the 2017 World Cup. And they lost there, but I was in that Red Sea, bro, and I was supporting Tonga. Bro, I was supporting Tonga harder, bro. I had face paint. I was wearing all red, bro. I had my Tonga flag and everything, bro, and I was cheering. I was waving harder, man. And when they lost, I actually cried a bit, bro. So I had a little tear in my eye, and I was like, oh man, like I wish they won that game. But to be looking back at it now, and now I'm running against them and all that stuff. It's crazy, man. And like I said, man, I always thought I was gonna put on that red jersey, but the black jersey is where I belong, man. So
100.
I was happy, man.
Shout out all the dockles, bro. Turn up this year, bro. I want to see half doggo, half also. Not the Red Sea.
Not the Red Sea.
You've hinted before about the little motivation that pushes you through those big games. What is it for you?
I know it's the same for every Islander kid out there. I know it may sound cliche when they just keep saying, "Oh, yeah, family," but it's everything. It's everything to us, and it all started from my journey from my parents. The hard work that they put in for myself and my siblings to be here is something I'm very grateful for, and honestly, I give it all back to them. Not only them, but also all my uncles, my aunties, my cousins. So it's like basically my whole village, man. My whole village comes with me, and gives me that extra motivation and push. But when things get really dark, bro, you know how it is in those moments. I look back on my own little family, my beautiful partner, my kids, and that's like your little crew now, and you do whatever it takes to provide and protect them, and I carry them with me, like wherever I go and whatever I do. So I'm very grateful for them and especially the hard work my partner does for me, and the sacrifices that she does for our little family. I carry that with me in those dark moments, and I know it's not easy, being a mother, especially to two kids. You're doing it all on your own, no support, no family. So if she's able to do that, at home constantly every week, while I go out and do what I do, that footy side of me is not so hard compared to what mothers do these days. And that's something I always carry on with me wherever I go, in my heart, on my sleeve, however you want to call it, bro. So family always, man. Family of everything.
It might be like a cliche answer, but I feel like for most Pacific Islanders, it's always God and family.
Yeah.
Like those are the two answers all the time. But like that's just how it is, bro. That's just the culture. Like you gotta actually be like an Islander to kind of understand that.
Yeah, that's true, man. I guess some people, they just they'll just see Islanders and just be like, oh nah, he's God and family first. But like it's like it's a lifestyle, bro. That's how we live. You know, it's always God first. Yeah, I should have mentioned that, bro. It's God over everything first and foremost. But yeah, obviously I carry my family with me wherever I go, and you know, if everything's meant to be, God will always make that way for us. So yeah, without them two, we're obviously nothing, man.
Yeah,
so without them two, those two things in our lives, we have everything we have and everything that we need.
Because I feel like if you're doing it for yourself, it's kind of like, if I was, to be honest, if I was trying to do everything for myself, it'd be like, I wouldn't want to do it. It wouldn't motivate me. But because I'm motivated by other stuff, like God and my family, like that's what pushes me every single day. Like pretty much like every Islander, bro. Like those are the two things. Like
sometimes you have those thoughts of like, bro, is this what I want to do, bro? Like you're pumping the session in mid-session and you're just hearing hearing Jonesy or something, and he's like, yeah, on the line, and you're just like, do I really want to do this? But you know, you think about your kids and you know, always wanting to create a better life for them, and that was something my dad always taught me. You know, he always wanted to create a better lifestyle for me, and both my parents wanted to, and then you know, I obviously want to do the same for my own little ones. And you know, this world that we live in, man, it's crazy, bro. So I want to make sure I do everything I can and provide for them and make sure they're well looked after before my time's up on this earth, man. So yeah.
You've locked in a 3-year deal to the Bondi Blues. So what was your commitment there? What made you stay?
Oh man, I always thought about it in my head, and I never it was an easy decision for me. I always wanted to stay at the Roosters, and if it's meant to be, God willing, I would be a Rooster for life there and play all my footy there before I retire. But yeah, once the opportunity came up for me, and I never looked back, bro. It was just pen to paper, and you know, Roosters has been my home away from home. They've looked after me. They welcomed me with open arms, and you know, the feeling they gave me when I first entered there is still the feeling I have every time I walk through those doors. So it was a pretty easy choice for me, and a choice that, you know, it was just like that, man. So once the opportunity came up to re-sign, I was never thinking of saying no. It was a straight yes, and we got to work, dealing and everything, and yeah, now I'm there for extra 3 years, and yeah, just every time I'm there, man, I'm just doing my best and doing whatever I can to keep putting on that jersey, and it's something that I hold myself accountable to, something that I'm really proud of. But yeah, I'm just really grateful, especially, you know, coming from where we came from back in New Zealand, to be growing up in those areas, but to be growing up, to be playing footy and living a life in that environment is crazy for myself. And I'm still not used to being in those eastern suburbs. Everything's just so, you know, up to date with everything, bro. So it's just like you come from somewhere so, you know, low, and to be playing your footy career in, you know, the nicest part of Sydney, bro. It's just like, it's crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm very grateful I signed there, and definitely looking forward to hopefully making more memories there, and hopefully winning some premierships if it's meant to be.
Nah, you're definitely doing a good job, Docs. Like I said before, like last year, like your name probably, like the boys would have known your name, like us, like you know what I mean. Like we knew you were gone, but this year, bro, you took the NRL by storm, and bro, everyone knows now, bro. Like last year or even the year before, like no one would have known both of us. But then this year,
like, crazy,
bro. Yeah,
I remember like 2023. I think I played 8 games, bro. But then like no one knew me at all, man. And like I'm not the type to like get recognized, like, you know, in that stage, like, oh, you're an NRL player. Like I'll go about my business, and that's it, man. And I go look after my family. But you know, and then coming through 2024, and then me and you both started getting recognized, and you know, a lot of the big dogs, right? That's when Spence was out for the 8 weeks. So like I got the opportunity there again, and me and you were coming off the bench, bro. We were just running amok, and then then things change, and then 2025, bro, and it's been a great year for both of us, man. And just seeing us both running amok, you know, from being roomies together, but now doing it in different teams is something I'm grateful for, man. And you know, even though we're not doing it side by side anymore, but I'm just still supporting you from afar, and love the work that you do.
Same, bro. Like, To be honest, I watched maybe 5 games this year, and it was all Roosters games.
Yeah.
And every game I watched, bro, holy heck, you're on, G. I was like, bro, this guy can't be like, even our game. I was like, gee, someone make this guy tired so he can stop running amok in the tackle.
I remember, bro, there was a time, it was crazy because there was a time in the game I was if.
I
remember all of a sudden I heard your voice and you were like, gee, run it forward. I was like, gee, how's this going? Nah, chill.
I was trying to take it out of the game, G. I was like, bro,
gee.
this guy's running amok, bro.
Yeah.
I knew straight away because we versed you obviously in the Origin period.
Yeah.
And you're like the main guy, not in the like when all the boys are back, you're the main dog there, like. And then obviously with the Origin boys going, you obviously need a bigger role. So I was like, geez, someone keep running at this guy, bro. We need to make him tired.
Because I remember looking, bro, it was getting up to 40 minutes straight at half time. I was looking, I was like, oh, frick, am I still going? Came out the second half, I was like, oh, still going. I was like, oh, man. Then I heard you go, oh, yeah, run that forward. I was like, oh, frick. So I was like, man, frick these guys, bro.
What do you reckon changed about Docs? I feel like you've always been a gun, but it's just the minutes changed. You've always had the same power, defense, like same everything attributes. But I just feel like because you're playing 20 to 30 minutes, like, it's hard to recognize you. But this year,
that's what I mean, bro. It was just like I was limited minutes to you big dogs back last year, and you know, I couldn't really showcase what I could really do, and only you boys knew what I could do, and that's what I loved about you guys, just the respect you guys had for my game. And that's why I said, bro, I didn't really care about what any other people thought out there about me. And, as long as my own group, like you and the boys, had that respect for my game, then that's all that mattered to me, bro. So, but yeah, like last year, I wasn't really getting the minutes to go out and do what I do. And, Robbo gave me the opportunity this year just to go out there and give me time and give me space to play my game. And, it's obviously evolved well for me. And, like I said, man, I'm just really grateful for how this year turned out for me. Grateful to God for the skills and abilities He's given me to do so. And like I said, you guys leaving was an opportunity for myself and allowed me to step up and take that role with both hands. And just seeing the progress in my game, bro, is crazy, man. That's crazy. And it's just crazy now that people want to know about you and you know what I mean, and just know about you and want to talk about you and put you up and this and that. But when you're coming up the ranks, bro, no one wanted to talk about you at all, bro, or mention your name, or even if you brought up my name, they'll be like, oh no, who's that? Is he still playing cup or stuff like that? So it's crazy how things can just change in a year, and how crazy media can get around you, and especially when you just have one mean year and stuff like that and coming through the ranks.
Over that contract window, what does success look like for you?
Just playing consistent footy, I guess. A lot of players, they get they're done up with the environment and NRL and footy and stuff. And for myself, man, I just lock in with why I'm here. Why I'm here, and what was the main purpose of me. Going through everything I had to go through to be here today. And I just success for me is just playing consistent footy, using all my skills and talents that I've been blessed with all out on the field, leaving no stones unturned, and just expressing myself and being myself out there. Just not being shy, just not being shy to express myself, especially when it comes on the big stage. I guess early on in my career, I kind of, was in my shell a bit, because, you don't want to, and you even know about it, even at trainings and stuff, you can, if you doing drills against each other, you're like, oh, bro, I can score that, or I can step him. But just being around big names and the whole NRL thing, it kind of makes you go in your shower, and you don't want to do too much. You don't want to do too much in the big stage. But for me, especially coming to this year, I knew I had to go all in, and I had to leave it all out there. So playing consistent footy for me this year was my ultimate goal. And obviously the new contract extension and that is a bonus. I always been told that you play your footy, you focus on how you play, and then the money will take care of itself. And money is a tool that obviously everyone needs to provide for family and all that stuff. So I'm grateful for that side of things. And like I said, man, just allowing my footy to do the talking. But off field, man, just having a happy family, man. As hard as it seems, man, just having a happy family is my outside of footy success. And You know, seeing my kids smile, my partner smile, and knowing my family back at home is taken care of, and they're happy too. Like that's a success for me. And you know, obviously there's the financial sort of things where you wanna, you know, get properties, set up your family and stuff like that. In the long run, that's obviously goals of mine. And but you know, like day to day goals, seeing my family happy, you know, calling up on my family back at home and seeing if they're happy, or my family, wherever they may be, just seeing if everyone's happy, and um, being there as a helping hand any way I can provide is success for me, man. And you know, I'm obviously blessed in the opportunity to do so, and help my family. So you know, whenever they need, bro, I'm always here. And yeah, I'm just grateful to be in this space, being able to do so, and being able to provide for my family, bro. So yeah, like I said, man, just a smile for me is success, bro.
Yeah, because you're different to most young kids growing up in the NRL like league.
Yeah.
You started training when you were 18, debuted 19. But most people don't probably realize you've never touched like alcohol. You never go out. You
Nah.
never do any of the stuff like a normal NRL
Yeah, yeah,
youngster would do. So
yeah,
it's good to see. That's how you like provide for your family, and
yeah,
like you're very different. You're probably like 5% of
yeah,
the
yeah.
other 95% of NRL players. Like,
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I always grew like when I grew up. My dad always spoke to me, and he was like, "Don't worry about all this stuff. Like, don't worry about the drugs. Don't worry about the alcohol. Like, you don't need it in your life." And I know, like growing up, sometimes you get like stuck up in with how the world is, and you want to keep up with the trend and how everyone's going. But for myself, bro, I give props to myself for staying solid during those times. You know, even my mates and that throughout the weekends back at home, they're partying, all that stuff, and they always invite me. Just drop a message like, "Come, man, like it's only one night. You don't need a drink and stuff." But like, I always held solid to it, and like even functions and stuff that they do here in NRL, Roosters and stuff. Like if there's drinking in that involved, I'm like hesitant of going.
yeah.
Obviously, you're part of the team, so you have to turn up. But you know, around alcohol and stuff, I stayed away, man. So I kind of stuck solid to everything in my life, and you know, I'll still hold that for me till probably I die, man. So it's definitely a lesson that's helped me a lot. And you know, just to see, you know, how dangerous those things can be for, especially for NRL players coming through. And you know, just for me to stay solid in myself, and for me to be here today is a lesson that, like I said, I'm grateful to have in my life.
The Roosters are known for turning players into leaders.
Yeah.
How did your role change from last year to this year?
Yeah, definitely turning into a leader was a big role for me. I had chats with Robbo there, and you know, I wasn't really the type to speak much in meetings, or like if he was to ask me something, I wouldn't really say too much. I'm like short, blunt, bro, with what I say. But that's the thing about me. Like I'm short, blunt with what I say, but I'll mean what I'll say. Like if it's a couple words, or if it's just a word, man, I'll say it. But I'll say it with you know, I'll say it with energy. I'll say it with like yeah, like I would actually mean what I say. And you know, I definitely had to step into that coming this year. He kind of spoke to me, you know, leading into this year about stepping into that leader role, and I took that opportunity on. But as in a way, not too much. You know, I still kind of let the outer boys take care of that. You know, Teddy, Rads, and all them stuff. So they were doing all of that, but like in between sessions, and little meetings and stuff, I was having a say there. And you know, just leading the boys around, especially the young ones coming through. You know, we were all in their position one day, and you know, speaking to them, because I'm really close with most of them, and I know how they'll be feeling. I know what they're thinking, and you know, I always constantly remind them, like, I was in your position one day. I was in your position, and you know, just don't be afraid to speak. Don't be afraid to speak. You know, everyone respects your voice, and they listen to what you have to say for the team, and only for the better. So yeah, I kind of had to lead that as for the young boys. And yeah, I'm still in a progress there of being a leader. Definitely looking to progress into that more and come next year. But yeah, this year it started off with just small chats and just you know, one word sayings and all that stuff, man. But like I said, man, like if I said something, whatever it may be, I meant it from the heart, man. And I always made sure that whatever I said, I always led by example, doing that through action.
Yeah.
And throughout the club, on the field, whatever it may be.
No, 100. I know you're an action guy, and obviously the NRL can tell you're an action guy from how you went this year. The Pacific Champs is becoming one of the most exciting fictions of the year. How do you reckon you're going to contribute this year to it?
if I'm to be honest, man, I'm just gonna go and do what I do. If I was to be plain and simple with you, brother, I'm just gonna go there, play my footy, do what I've been doing throughout this year. Obviously step it up a gear because it's international footy. You know, you're representing your country, you're representing your people, and it's a much bigger thing than just yourself. So nothing really changes for me. You know, I'm really grateful for these Pacific champs. You know, it allows us Polynesian Islanders to, you know, really step up. You know, obviously you got State of Origin throughout the year, but you know, when this time comes up, it allows us Islander boys to step up and showcase, you know, our skills as well, and showcase what we're capable of. And you know, for myself, I'm not thinking anything different. I'm just gonna go in there with the same mindset and do what I've been doing best, and yeah, just go after everything, whatever it takes to get that win. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, obviously gonna be coming up against you and some of the boys. But at the end of the day, man, it's all love and respect, and that's the thing I love about us. We don't, you know, we, like we spoke about earlier, you know, we're hard men. You know, we'll stick up for our brothers and all stuff like that. But you know, once that whistle blows and we cross past that finish line, it's all shake hands and it's all brotherly love again, and it's all respect, man. So yeah, really excited for this year, and yeah, keen to get about the campaign.
Yeah, gone, Docs are just that week with us. Just have a rest day. Let someone else play, G. Don't go hard on us. Let us make it to the finals.
Oh man, frick.
Last question, chat? We've got to go to the Mayday podcast and see what question you want to answer, Docs. Yeah, like just choose any. I know. Don't answer that one, but choose any. Like frick. From idiot, it's a fake account, bro.
Oh, bro.
Who's this? Oh, from Hayden Mook. Shout out Hayden.
It was up.
Sorry if I said your name wrong. The question was, who was Fahu's NRL idol growing up, and who did he base his game around?
My idol growing up was Greg Inglis.
Yeah.
Bro, I loved him, bro, and you know, just the way he played and went about his business. You know, he was freaky on both sides of the ball, not only in attack but in his defense, man. And you know, I used to watch him a lot, man, and yeah, I used to sort of like I wouldn't say like put my game style the same way as his, but like little things they used to do, just like you know, ball switching, fend, stepping, all that stuff. You know, I used to kind of implement that in my own game. But yeah, for myself, man, I didn't really have anyone to implement my game on. I just got like, what do you call it? I just got like comparisons to who I play like, and you know, see what
yeah, everyone says that. Hey.
Yeah, I used to get compared to him a lot, just like with the footwork and all that stuff for a big man. And yeah, when I remember on the Roosters podcast as well, and they said it, and I was like, oh yeah, like I used to get spoken same as Siwa, man. And but it's crazy, man, because you know, like all my footwork and stuff, if I was to be honest, man, I'll give it all back to my uncle. My uncle, his name is Matthew Whyte. You know, me and him back at home, back at my nana's place, bro, we used to have like a little grass patch just outside, and when we were bored and had nothing to do, bro, we just went outside and stepping each other, bro, just one-on-one, and learning new steps or seeing who had the best step at the time. And you know, he taught me a lot coming through my rugby league career, and it's traits I still carry on to this day. And but yeah, like yes, I don't really implement my game around anyone. I sort of just try to take things from people and try to implement it in my game. And but I kind of come with my own style of footy and use the skills that I have and the skills that I've been blessed with. So yeah, footwork, fin, whatever it may be, that's all I use.
Nah, 100. Even the boys at Tigers were like, how the hell does this guy move like that and he's so big? I go, bro, trust me. This guy's Benji Marshall, G. Benji Marshall, dogs.
Benji, he's the GOAT, bro.
That closes out today's episode of the Mayday podcast. Naufahu Whyte's rise is proof of what happens when strong foundations meet opportunity. To the Mayday fams, we're pushing for 10K YouTube subs and 1,000 Spotify reviews. This conversation hit different, show some love. Hey, everyone drop something in the comment. What do you want them to comment, Docs? Medicine.
Yeah, drop that medicine, bro.
Comment down medicine. If you know, you know, bro. Hey, thanks for pulling up, though.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You, bro. My man.